today to report to you that I'm incredibly disappointed in one of my all-time favorite fighters, my brother, Floyd Money Mayweather.
Disappointed. I really am disappointed. The thing is that Floyd is what they call an independent contractor. And what happens is that when you become an independent contractor, Skip, if you make $230 million, they give you two checks or a check for $230 million. It is up to you to take out the deduction and make sure state, federal, and whatever else needs to be deducted is paid to the Internal Revenue Service. Floyd, you made $230, and I get it, Skip. I can just imagine getting a check for $230 million. Like, hold on, I ain't see
Yeah, we don't want to talk about that. We're gonna get through this.
Floyd Mayweather was once considered truly untouchable, the greatest to ever do it. 50 wins, 0 losses, billions earned, and a brand built entirely on flawless dominance. But today that empire is showing very real crack. Tax controversies, unpaid fighters, questionable cryptocurrency ventures, and now a supposed $42 million Manhattan real estate deal that may not even exist. Mayweather increasingly looks less like the undefeated king of boxing and more like someone desperately chasing an image that is slowly slipping away. His upcoming bout with Mike Tyson now feels less like another fun exhibition and more like a last-ditch attempt to secure millions before the spotlight finally dims. Earlier this year, Mayweather made headlines by announcing what he called the biggest deal of his life. Not a fight, not an endorsement, but a $42 million real estate investment right in the heart of Manhattan. 62 apartment buildings, rent-regulated units, and a full property portfolio. He proudly stepped forward, presenting himself not just as a boxer, but as a full-blown business mogul.
Real estate. Well, lately I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings.
But here is where the story falls apart. Property records show that no ownership transfer ever actually took place. Business Insider reported that not a single one of the buildings Mayweather claimed to have purchased appears under his name anywhere in the official record. To make matters worse, the nonprofit organization connected to those properties, NYC Housing Partnership, publicly stated that they were never informed of any pending sale whatsoever.
And I'm pointing like this because all of them, we're in New York City right now. We're in Manhattan. That's what we do. Come on. You know what I'm doing? All this money made. No partners. All by myself. Over 1,000 apartments. I'm just getting started.
Even more concerning was the fact that Mayweather's own team couldn't keep their story straight. When pressed for proof, his real estate firm sent forward a man claiming to be James McNair, one of Floyd's longtime business partners. But there was one major problem. His voice didn't match the real James McNair's voice at all. That detail alone raised serious red flags.
What's so disappointing with me, Skip? Floyd Mayweather has gone through this before. What is it that you don't get? And I'm even more disappointed because you're on Instagram and on Twitter flaunting your opulence. You got bales and bales of money. You might have 30, 40 racks up in front of you. You got Bugattis and Enzo Ferraris and private jets and yacht and you big balling. And you won't cut these people their money? Now, Skip, I believe that he would have taken this fight anyway. It's hard to turn down $200, $300 million, Skip. But it looks to me that a major driving force between him, because I always thought it was Conor that wanted the fight. He wanted the big payday.
Yep.
But deep down, Floyd needed this payday because he got to settle a score. And let me tell you how the IRS works, Skip.
The entire situation has the feel of a carefully constructed illusion. Was this deal ever real, or was it simply another Mayweather publicity stunt designed to project wealth he may not actually have? Either way, it is a terrible look for a man whose entire brand was built on the concept of money. The shine is clearly starting to fade.
I look at the fight game, I said, okay. I said, you know, fighters fighting, they make 3 million, 4 million, 6 million, 7 million. Some may make 10 or 20 million. But I'm doing exhibitions and I'm making 20, 25 million, 100 million for exhibitions. So why would I come back and fight and get a guaranteed 35 million?
But this is far from the first time Mayweather's finances have come under the microscope. Remember the IRS situation? Back in 2017, just days before his blockbuster fight with Conor McGregor, Floyd was reportedly begging the government for extra time to settle his tax bill. The very same man who regularly floods Instagram with images of cash stacks and luxury couldn't even pay his own dues.
Around him, how do the lawyers that I'm sure that he employs, the financial people that are probably running his life, telling him to stop spending $1 million a day, how do they not deal with his taxes?
Well, listen, he apparently had a tough time reading the thing, as they say. Like he didn't know what he couldn't read like
that's BS.
Something.
That is BS.
They said something.
Time
like
out.
that.
He is paying. I'm sure he's got a litany of people in his world.
I happen to agree.
Financial management people.
You think so?
You know, how long before he's suing somebody for mismanagement of funds?
Listen,
you know that's happening.
You'd certainly think so. By the way, they announced. I'll get your calls in a second. They did announce the pricing for Mayweather McGregor. $100 for a high def, $90 for standard def. So there you go. So it's exactly what the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight was.
And this was no isolated incident. Mayweather has faced multiple tax liens over the years, each time following the exact same pattern: a flashy lifestyle, questionable financial management, and a desperate scramble for fast cash. That is precisely why so many people are skeptical about the upcoming Tyson fight. Is Floyd stepping into the ring because he genuinely wants to compete, or is he simply chasing another big payday? And let us not forget the Logan Paul situation. Back in 2021, Floyd faced Logan Paul in an exhibition bout that was more entertainment than actual sport. But the real controversy came afterward, when Logan Paul publicly claimed he was never fully paid his agreed amount.
No, he didn't pay me
him at all.
He didn't pay me. I think I won that fight. I think I won. He didn't knock out a YouTuber in 8 rounds.
Floyd's my homie. He's a cool dude.
Fucking tell him to pay me, bro.
How much you owe you?
For months, Logan didn't stay quiet about it, taking his complaints directly to the public and even threatening legal action. He called Floyd out openly on a podcast, saying plainly and without hesitation, "Pay me, Floyd. You owe me money."
Thank you so much. It's honestly bullshit. Like having people who aren't a professional promotional company control where the money goes is like, we made that mistake. But, you know, it's Floyd Mayweather, so before we fought him, we kind of were willing to do whatever, and now after the fact, we're kind of shooting ourselves in the foot because he's a scumbag. Yeah. But now that we know that, and everyone else who fights Floyd should know that, like, don't let him control the money.
Would you ever fight him again under any circumstances?
No, he wanted to. He reached out, and but like,
no?
Yeah.
What about double or nothing?
Yeah. Double or nothing. Yeah, I already got nothing, bro. So. Sorry, girl.
It was fun though?
Cool. Yeah, of course.
So you're going to change the way you do business when it comes to boxing now, man?
Yeah. Me and my brother.
Thank you.
Sure, of course. Yeah. I got to go, y'all, but.
Thank you so much.
You had fun doing it though?
Oh, yeah.
I think we're done.
Think about that for a moment. The man who calls himself Money Mayweather, the same person who never stops boasting about 9-figure checks, allegedly couldn't or simply wouldn't pay a YouTuber who handed him one of the easiest and most comfortable nights of his entire career.
Thing I'd never seen before. Yo, one time I was like hunkered over and I was like by his hip and he kind of had me in a headlock. Motherfucker opens his glove and puts his hand over my mouth.
Stop you breathing.
So I couldn't breathe. I'd never seen this before. And opposite side of the ref. He knew where the ref was. He knew to cover my mouth. Straight up in the middle of the fight, I'm like, and I get up and I'm like, what the fuck? I just missed 2 breaths. Fact. Smart boxer, you know, that's the guy who's been in the ring before. He's smart. He knows his way in and out. No, I got paid. I got paid. Just not in full. Like, there's a couple million somehow that is just missing. Where did the money go? Floyd said he could afford a Jeff Bezos-sized jet from the money he made from that fight. I ain't got no fucking jet. What the fuck, dude? I'm missing a couple mil. We're gonna find it, bro. I'll see you in court. The art is happening. Just like, mark my words, we're coming for you.
When you are not paying the fighters you owe and getting publicly called out by social media influencers, your legacy starts taking damage in places that have nothing to do with boxing.
In the crypto world is competing with one another, whereas I feel like everybody should be able to choose what they want to choose and go with who they want to go with. I think everybody should work together. And what I always did was I believed in myself before anybody else believed in me.
Then there is the cryptocurrency drama. Mayweather has been linked to several highly questionable crypto projects, from Centra Tech to Ethereum Mac. His name was attached to promotions that ultimately ended in lawsuits and accusations of deliberately defrauding his own fans.
What's going on? What's happening?
The SEC went as far as fining him for failing to disclose that he was being paid to promote initial coin offerings. In plain terms, Floyd accepted money to hype up cryptocurrency projects while keeping it hidden from the public that he was being paid to do so. That is not a good look by any standard.
Celebrity endorsements. One was DJ Khaled, hilarious, and Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
And he posted on his Instagram him taking this what do you call it? The Centra card?
Centra card.
The Centra card. And going and purchasing something with his Bitcoin at a store.
Yeah.
He did that knowing that it didn't work.
Floyd Mayweather doesn't know anything that's going on, really. So like
we all know that.
Yeah.
The guy can't read, you know.
Yeah.
How much did you guys pay him?
Like $1 million.
He took that knowing or not caring if it worked?
It was just knowing, not knowing, right? Like they didn't care. He does a million promotions like that. It was basically you speak to his manager. Yeah. He's like, this is Floyd's price. You send the money over. Yeah. The manager makes his little cut from it. And he just says, what do you want me to say? And what do you want me to do?
Okay.
Right.
For a man who built his entire reputation on being smart with money, Floyd keeps finding himself at the center of one messy financial controversy after another. And that brings us to the upcoming blockbuster, Floyd Mayweather versus Mike Tyson in 2026.
If there were some prearrangement for this fight, Tyson's animosity, well documented towards Floyd. Any chance that he's going in there and saying, "Hey, screw all, I don't care what agreement was made, if there was one at all, I want to kill this dude"?
Nah. He's gonna get a check. Floyd's gonna get a check. They're going to get a check that's real huge because of their names.
On paper, the fight looks historic. Two legends, two icons sharing the same ring. But beneath all the hype, it has the feel of desperation. Tyson is closing in on 60 and Floyd is nearly 50, and neither man has competed at an elite level in years. The money involved is enormous though. Netflix deals, sponsorships, side bets, and merchandise revenue all stacking up together. And that is exactly why Floyd is doing this. Not to prove anything inside the ring, and certainly not out of any deep love for the sport, but to secure yet another massive payday and keep the Mayweather lifestyle running at full speed.
Floyd Mayweather, why the hell did he agree to fight you? That seems like a bad decision by him.
Well, listen, I was minding my business. I'm flying my birds, tending to my children, and he's the one, he came with the sign. His name was on the contract signed already. And he was talking really bad and nasty to me, so I was like, God damn. I thought we were friends, he talking great.
He's all right. That's got to be such a cool thing for boxing fans, though, Mike, to have two of the all-time legends in there. Are you excited just to see the thing of that like it was with you and Roy?
Nah, man, we want to get him, man. What are you talking about? Start talking crazy, like kick his ass.
He doesn't know what he signed up for.
Yeah, I thought the exhibition, he's talking crazy.
So he's like, but Mike, come on, man. He can't be doing anything to you. Like, that's a bad decision by him.
Evander Holyfield is in Tyson's corner helping him prepare, and by all accounts Tyson is genuinely motivated and hungry. Floyd, on the other hand, is playing the role of businessman first and fighter second. Fans are left asking the same question. Does Floyd actually want this fight, or is he simply following the money?
Watch, and then at the end, bro, clip this. They're gonna go, Mike Tyson versus Floyd Mayweather was the lamest thing I've ever seen. I can't believe I actually tuned in. That's the last Tyson fight I will ever watch. No, it won't be. People have short-term memory. They're gonna forget about the last Tyson fight they saw, even though we all know what he looked like. And they're gonna watch Floyd versus
that, and that's precisely is why you need to do what you're gonna do in life. Do you, dude?
Here is the honest truth. Every move Floyd makes these days has the feel of a man desperately trying to hold on. The real estate scandal, unpaid fighters, cryptocurrency schemes, and a never-ending stream of exhibition bouts. None of it speaks to greatness anymore. It speaks to survival. Floyd once controlled boxing entirely on his own terms and dictated the whole sport. Now he is chasing headlines, fighting retired legends and YouTube personalities, and talking up billion-dollar deals that do not appear to exist. The aura of invincibility that once surrounded him is gone, and fans are slowly but surely beginning to see straight through the smoke.
Big jet, 6 windows. Try 14.
Social media is no longer on Floyd's side. When the Manhattan real estate deal was exposed, fans tore him apart online, mocking him for supposedly buying buildings that don't exist. Money Mayweather suddenly became the punchline of every joke. When Logan Paul came forward saying he was never paid, the internet piled on even harder, throwing around words like broke and scammer. And now with the Tyson fight on the horizon, a large portion of fans aren't even interested, dismissing it as nothing more than two aging legends cashing out one last time.
Out in 2026.
I don't know what to say anymore. This whole thing is a big sell, and it's an exhibition, and you're going to get hoodwinked again, and they're going to move around, and nobody's going to get hurt. And that's the state of boxing right now. Now, you can reference, well, they've had bad blood in the past. Cool. One of them is 50 years old. He's 48, but we'll just say 50. Floyd is 50 years old. Mike Tyson is 60 years old. This isn't your normal 50 and 60-year-old. This is a very weathered, hard miles, 50 and 60-year-old fighting for your...
That is a far cry from the days when Floyd versus Manny Pacquiao shattered records and the entire world stopped everything just to watch. But here is another way to look at it. Maybe this is not purely about money. Maybe Floyd is simply addicted to being Floyd.
Cheers one, please.
Guys, we gotta go. We don't.
Can you elaborate on why Crawford is better than Mayweather? Just a little bit of detail.
Oh, he can switch. He's very smart guy.
Think about it. For decades, Floyd was the undeniable center of the boxing universe, and every single move he made was front-page news. But the sport has moved on without him. Canelo Alvarez, Terence Crawford, and Gervonta Davis are the ones commanding attention and dominating boxing today.
I think Crawford is better, bigger. He's actually he moved in weight class, and I would say Crawford is a better fight all around fighter. Mayweather is really good too, though. You can't knock him as well. He's very talented. It would have been a tough fight, but I think Crawford would have the edge over Mayweather because of the long arms and because he's bigger. You know what I'm saying? And he would have kept him at bay. It would have been hard for Mayweather to counter, maybe. But Mayweather's definitely a technician. I mean, it's, like Crawford said, Mayweather has his era, and Crawford...
So maybe Floyd is not just chasing paycheck. Maybe he is chasing relevance. And honestly, that might be the sadder truth of the two. Of course, there is always a chance the Tyson fight surprises everyone. If Floyd manages to outbox Tyson and the night delivers real excitement, people might be willing to give him credit all over again. But even then, it would only be temporary. Everyone knows Tyson is approaching 60, and this is nowhere near the Floyd Mayweather the world once feared. At best, the Tyson fight hands him one more headline to celebrate. At worst, it ends badly. If Tyson actually lands something significant and hurts Floyd, the entire foundation of his brand, 50 wins, untouchable, unbeatable, could collapse in a single moment. So where does all of this leave Floyd Mayweather's legacy? He is still 50-0. He is still one of the most gifted defensive fighters the sport has ever produced. And he is still the man who earned more money from boxing than anyone else in the history of the sport.
Yes. Wow. I know you love money, right? I mean,
it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool.
What do you do with all this money?
You know, cash is king.
Do you have an ATM card?
But outside the ring, his legacy is becoming increasingly complicated. Tax issues, lawsuits, alleged scams, and one questionable business deal after another. His name once stood as a symbol of absolute perfection. Now it is becoming just as closely linked to controversy as it is to greatness.
For Floyd, the reports are 130. First off, he's never gotten 100 million for a fight. Not even remotely close. But there's reports of 130. Wow. There's reports online that Floyd's a billionaire. There's reports that he was the highest paid athlete in this year, over Cristiano Ronaldo.
You think it's bullshit?
I know it is. And there's public companies they do business with. HBO would be one of them. Find an executive to back the claim. It's never happened and it won't be.
And how do you know it's bullshit?
He makes very good, because I know
that is exactly why so many people are now saying it could be over for Floyd Mayweather. Not because he was ever beaten inside the ring, but because he is losing the far more important battle for respect outside of it. So here is the question everyone is asking: is this truly the end for Floyd? Has the money brand finally lost its power? Or does he still have one last big moment left in him with the Tyson fight? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think Floyd is broke? Will the Tyson fight rescue his reputation or bury it for good? Hit that like button, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.